Have you used Google Forms? If not, you are missing out on a great tool. And today I will start a short series about Google Forms. In this first episode, we will just take a short look at what type of forms you can create. I will then go through the different types in individual tutorials to show you exactly how you can do it. But for now, let's take a look at what you can create in Google Forms. So here we are in Google Forms. Today we are going to look at some different types of forms you can create. And let's start with an event registration. This can be any type of event. And you can set it up. Here we have event registration and the information about time and where it is. Then we have the different answers your participant has to fill out, a name. They have to add their email address, maybe their organization, and what days they will attend. They have a section about dietary restrictions if food is served. And then if they have to pay, you have a short section for that. This is how it looks in the creation mode. And let's take a look at how it will look for the people using it. When you have had an event, maybe you want to create a form for event feedback. And first, a little description here. Thank you for participating and so forth. And then a little survey here. How satisfied were you? How relevant and helpful do you think this was for your job? What were your key takeaways? And then you have a poll to fill out here. And this will look like this for the people that fill out this event feedback. Then maybe the most common is a poll. Here is a very simple poll I set up. It took me maybe 5 minutes. What is your favorite ice cream? And I set up some checkboxes where you can just fill out what it is. In this case, it's anonymous, so I have no name, no nothing to fill out. And let's take a look at how it looks. Very simple to set up, but with many different possibilities. And as I said, this will be the first tutorial I will make about setting up a form with Google Forms. But you can also use Google Forms to collect name and addresses. Maybe you want to set up a newsletter for your subscribers and they can fill out this information to subscribe to your newsletter. You can have things like name, email, address, phone number, and comments. So let's take a quick look at how this form would look for people that use it. Very simple. Let's say that you have not an event, maybe a private party, maybe a wedding or a big birthday. You can do an RSVP. And here you have things like, can you attend? And they choose one. Who is coming? And then comments. And this is how it will look for the people that use it. And the last form I will show you is find a time. This can be useful if you're trying to set up a time for a meeting, for example. So here we need to get together and talk about some things. When do you have time to meet? And let's say that you are meeting with a whole group. Then you can collect these answers and see what time is most suitable for most people. What times are you available? And you have weekdays and you have morning, midday, afternoon, evening. And here you have, they can fill in things they want to discuss. And here, if you are serving food, if there are any allergies or dietary restrictions. And let's take a look at this. So let's go back to the simple poll. There are 3 ways you can share this with the people you want to reach. You go up to send here. You can send it with an email. So you just write all the people you want to send it to, or if you have an email list you want to send it to. And you can choose either to include the form itself in the email or just send a link to the form. You can also publish your link somewhere. Let's say that you are doing a survey on your community tab on YouTube. You can add a link to a form where people can answer the form. Or you do a live stream and you can publish a link to a form in the chat if you do a survey during your live stream. So a link is the second way you can share a form. And as you can see here, these links are very long and complicated. So you can shorten the URL like this, and it is a much shorter URL. And the third way is these little brackets. Here you can embed it in a website. This is the HTML format for it, and you can just copy it and include it in your website. That makes the form show up directly on your website. I hope this inspired you to try out forms. In my next episode, I will show you how you can create a poll. Until next time, hej då!